Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Owen Shroyer here for Infowars.com, and it's Saturday, March 9th, just afternoon here in Austin, Texas. And I wanted to do this broadcast to give people an update on something, mostly because this is the last place where anybody knows how to find me. Most people probably don't know in my friends and family that I work for Infowars. Most people probably don't know that the only place you can find my live broadcast is at Infowars.com/show because I've been banned everywhere else. So I want to just kind of do this to friends and family that might be searching for me that haven't heard from me in a while so that you can find this video and understand what's happening, and so that the audience can know what I'm worried about or the current predicament that I'm in right now. So let me just do a brief I want to explain this brief background so that you understand what's going on. Now, back in August of 2018, Alex Jones, who I work for, and the company Infowars that I work for, started getting hit with mass censorship. And so Alex was banned off of everything, and you can't find Alex anywhere. Banned on Facebook and Twitter and Apple iTunes, and his apps are banned from Apple. You name it, Spotify, YouTube, all of it. And Infowars, the Alex Jones channel, was one of the most popular on YouTube, maybe the most popular for politics. And so they banned all of that last August. Now, I have a show on the Infowars platform called The War Room. We had all social media accounts, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, that we would go live from, that I would do stuff from. And I'd had conversations with Alex when he was getting banned, because he would be a frequent guest on my show and I would feature him in live streams that I did. And so, we had the discussion, and he was like, look, because I want him on the air with me. But he said, no, I won't go on air with you anymore. Do your thing, because, I don't want to get you banned. I don't want to get your channels banned. Well, the War Room that I host at Infowars.com/show every day, weekdays from 3 to 6 p.m. Central, all those accounts got banned. So that show that I host 3 hours weekdays, banned, totally banned. So I wasn't allowed to do live streams from those accounts. We weren't allowed to air the show on those accounts. They're all banned. And so for me individually, some of my most popular content is when I go out and do man on the streets, or when I go out and I do live streams from political events. Well, once I had all of my War Room accounts banned and Infowars had all of its accounts banned, I had no place to go live from anymore, because I personally, me as a person, not even associated with Infowars, was totally banned off YouTube. Now, I was given no excuse as to why, but YouTube kicked me off of their platform. So then I went last month and I created a Facebook, because I needed somewhere to go live from and do live streams at events. And Facebook is a great tool for this. It has an ability to automatically capture to the phone, so you have a hard copy. I can flip the camera. There's a bunch of great stuff you can do. I wasn't even allowed on Facebook for 24 hours. In fact, it was actually 12 hours before they suspended me, and then 2 hours after that, they totally banned me. So I was essentially on Facebook for half a day before they banned me there. So if you consider it the big three in social media, in my opinion, for live content, are Twitter, Facebook, and of course YouTube being the biggest. So me as a person now, I am totally banned off of YouTube and Facebook. InfoWars as a company, Alex Jones, is banned off of pretty much everything. And so here's the predicament that I'm in today. Now, obviously, I'm doing this live stream right now. And obviously, I've done other live streams here on my Twitter handle before. But I don't do anything in studio. And I usually, in the past, had kept all of the other stuff I did off of this Twitter account because I wanted to protect it. And it's not like a thing like, oh, like I love Twitter, I have to be on Twitter. Believe me, folks, if they rip this away from me, it might be painful for 48 hours, and then it'll be like a relief to me, okay? Because I always hated social media when I was coming up, and I came up in the social media world. So it's not about that. This Twitter handle being it's like my last hammer or something, and I'm a carpenter. This is the last place I have left to communicate with you, essentially, because I can't put anything on YouTube. I can't put anything on Facebook. Now, obviously, there's alternative social media sites out there like Gab. I have a Gab at All I Do Is Owen, and there's some other stuff out there. But you also have Brighteon and BitChute for videos. And to me, though, obviously, I'm not telling you a secret, but they just don't compete. They don't get pushed by the mainstream. It's not where mainstream culture is. It's just not where all the traffic is. But so let me explain the predicament I'm in. Now, and again, folks, like I'm putting my head out here. I'm telling you what's going through my mind. South by Southwest is in Austin, Texas. Now, this is a big trendy event a bunch of people go to, and it's a great place to go do man on the street videos. And I've always done this. I've always gone at least once to South by Southwest and done a man on the street video. Last year, it was a legendary broadcast for almost 2 hours. I went out, I had my MAG hat on, and it was just awesome. It was just a great broadcast. There were some powerful moments, there were some disgusting moments, but it was all right there. And so, South by Southwest is in Austin again. And this Twitter handle is the last place I have to go live. The last place. But there's obviously risk involved. Now, if I take Jack Dorsey and Vijaya Gade at their word, then I would say that I'm okay doing this broadcast right now. I'll be okay going out and doing a man on the street because they just want to stop hate speech and anybody calling for violence or anything like that, right? So I should be fine. I don't engage in any of that. I never have. I'm very careful because I know that that's what they're trying to stop. So I should be safe, right? That's if I take them at their word. That's if I even think that they're the ones just making these final decisions. To me, maybe they're just out touring the world and they really don't even know what's going on back at the home base. And so I sit here and I think to myself, do I risk losing this, which will be my final, big platform that I could exist on, to put out content? And honestly, here's what the big thing is, folks. Because again, on a certain level, and I'm being dead serious, on a certain level, ripping me off social media and banning me from all these platforms will be a relief to me, quite frankly. Because the less I have to distract over here and to think about, the more I can focus and even do a better job in the 3 hours I have a day at Infowars.com/show. And who knows what other stuff I could help and just focus on if I'm not doing the social media stuff. So again, at a certain level, ripping away all the social media from me will have almost a relief effect. For example, like if I have nowhere to go live, I'm not working tonight. I'm not going to South by Southwest. And I wasn't going to make this announcement, but I'll go ahead and make it right now because I'm telling you, this is the situation I'm in. So I want to go live later tonight at South by Southwest. And yeah, I don't have to do it live. We could record it on a phone and archive it and air it on the War Room later or air it on the Alex Jones Show tomorrow. But it's not anywhere near as effective anymore because we don't have the platforms to upload it. You understand? So going live is the most powerful serum that I can inject into the media, into live media, into social media, because anything we archive and do, we can only house at InfoWars. And so it's already the traffic that's going there, and it's already the people that are there, and I'm not expanding my reach like I can when I go live. And it's a big difference, and I've tested this. But this is in the new censored world. It used to be I could go out with a phone, and it wouldn't really be that big of a difference if I was live or if I wasn't live, because I could take the archive stuff and I could upload it to our YouTube channel that had 2.5 million subscribers, and it would get hundreds of thousands of views instantaneously. If it went viral, it'd get millions. But we don't have that ability anymore. And so the only way I can actually inject myself into culture, expand my reach, is doing a live stream. But so again, I'm now faced with the decision, do I risk this Twitter account by doing a live stream tonight, or do I hang on to this Twitter account because it's the last thing I have left? Now again, to reiterate, ripping away social media for me will be a relief, folks, because on a certain level, it's less work and it's more distraction, and it takes away what I could do maybe in 3 hours a day at Infowars.com/show in the War Room, or with other activism stuff I'm doing, like trying to end the government funding of Planned Parenthood in Austin, Texas. But the real loss, because, okay, go ahead and ban me, and then it's like I'm just more of a renegade. Cool, like I'm some sort of a badass or something because I engage in free speech. Thanks, you just made me a badass, you banned me for free speech. But no, I use Twitter as one of the most powerful tools, honestly, that I use to aggregate news and to communicate with people. I've been able to get in touch with so many people on Twitter that end up being great guests on the show, or even friends, or that can give me, their perspective on things or their intels on things. And so it really has multiple uses for me. And I realize if I go live tonight at South by Southwest, outside of the Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez event, I am now risking this tool as if I'm a carpenter and this is my final hammer. I'm now risking my final hammer because I'm so obsessed with completing a job. I don't even have to do this job, folks. Nobody's making me do this. Alex isn't telling me to do this. Rob Dew isn't on my neck telling me to put out content. That's not what this is. I'm doing this because I love this country and I believe that this content can change people's minds. Yeah, I'm going to go out in a MAGA hat and I'm going to be asking people why they like socialism. And I'm going to be asking people to show me an example of socialism. And you know what's going to happen. But do I then get banned? Because let's be perfectly honest, ladies and gentlemen. We know why they banned Alex Jones. It was because of their politics and his politics. And they didn't like his politics, and they didn't like that his politics was beating their politics. They didn't like that InfoWars was number one. They didn't like that we were groundbreaking. They didn't like that we were changing the world. That's really why they censored us. So am I allowed to groundbreak? Am I allowed to change the world? Am I allowed to have politics? Or will I be totally censored? Because that's where I'm at now. So now you know. But yes, I am going to go live tonight at South by Southwest in my MAGA cap on this Twitter account. It's going to be about 5 o'clock Central Time. And the cameraman that I'm going to be going with, I was talking to him. This guy works 10 hours a day, okay? He has a weekend off, and he's coming out to join me because that's what we do at InfoWars. And so I really wanted to put this one out here for friends and family that don't really know what I'm doing and, probably just try to look into what I'm up to every once in a while. You won't find me on Facebook. You won't find me on YouTube. And who knows, maybe after tonight, you won't find me on Twitter. And I hope that's not the case, folks. But that's where it's at. So, I'm not claiming to be some badass. I don't think I'm some sort of badass for this. But if you want to make me some sort of badass Paul Revere renegade, then go ahead and do it. But just because I want to go out and do a live stream at South by Southwest, and because I work for InfoWars, do I not have the right to exist on social media? Do I not have the right to exist on the internet? I guess we find out tonight, don't we? And what I have noticed lately is that Facebook and Twitter and YouTube, and I know that this sounds like, oh yeah, well, we know they've been cracking down. No, they have been cracking down even more. Because there's a lot of people out there, and it's not us, folks. Trust me, it's not us. They have all of our IP addresses. They know all of our phone numbers. They got everything we do tapped. So we can't do it. If we try to share something live or restream something from a new account, shut down immediately. But there's other people out there not affiliated with us. We don't talk to them. And they go out and they rebroadcast our stuff. They restream our stuff. A bunch of these people, they do it on YouTube and Facebook and Twitter. They're all now getting banned. All of them. There's some people that have had YouTube accounts for 10 years just re-uploading some of our stuff, not even live, and they're getting banned. So they are cracking down right now on InfoWars hardcore. They don't want InfoWars at all. And I'm one of the leading voices at InfoWars. And so I'm worried that my free speech is now going to be infringed upon as Alex Jones's has. But that's not going to stop me. So I will be going live tonight from the Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez event here in Austin, Texas. And I'll be wearing my MAGA cap and the Cortez t-shirt. That's at Infowars.com/show. And I've got some tricks up my sleeve. It's going to be my typical broadcast. It's going to be fun. It's going to be entertaining. We're going to be having a good time. We're going to be talking to people. But I just wanted to put this out there. And again, I don't want this to be like, I'm not poking the bear. I'm not asking to get censored. I'm not like, oh, Twitter, look over here. Or like, Oliver Darcy, look over here. Like, get ready. Oliver's about to try to have me banned. Because I actually reach out to more leftists and people that hate me on this channel, on this Twitter handle, and probably more than anyone else. So, and I talk to them through Twitter. So, we'll see what happens. Now, I hope I don't get banned. I don't want to get banned. I like being able to communicate on Twitter. I like being able to work on Twitter. And it's the last thing I have. But we shall find out what happens to my Twitter account, I think, here in the next about 10 hours. So, no, I don't want to get banned. I told you that's not what this is about. Again, it would be a relief at a certain level because I wouldn't have to deal with it. It'd be less work. Yeah, I wouldn't be going out to the AOC thing tonight if they banned me. I'd say, screw it. Leave it to someone else. Someone else can go do what I do. People already do it. I love it. People have already mimicked essentially what I started with Age Skrillex and have perfected it and are even better at it than I am. So I don't even need to be doing it anymore. I don't need to be going out onto the streets and roasting liberals anymore. I don't have to. Other people can do it. That's what I'm saying. So this isn't like, oh, I need my social media. I need my Precious. I need my Twitter. On a certain level, I do because it's a great tool. But on another level, it's going to be a relief. I won't have to deal with it. So, I mean, that's where it's at, ladies and gentlemen. So, I just wanted to give everybody the update there. Let everybody know what to expect tonight. And just to kind of let you know that this is where it's at. I'm not alone in this boat, by the way. I'm just telling you my story. But I know there's others out there like me. Obviously, my boss, Alex Jones, is totally banned. Obviously, people like Laura Loomer are almost totally banned. Milo Yiannopoulos, almost totally banned. So, we'll see what happens. But there's something about it's these live streams that really bother them. It's always after I go out to a big event and do a live stream that they hit us with another wave of bans and censors. Every time. And so, I don't know what it is about that, but that's what I'm going to be doing tonight. But I just wanted to let friends and family know, because you won't find me on Facebook, I'm banned. You won't find me on YouTube, I'm banned. And hopefully, but I kind of suspect maybe someday you won't be able to find me on Twitter because I'm banned. But if you take Jack Dorsey and his lawyer Vijaya Gade at their word, then there is no reason for me to be banned, and I should be perfectly safe. So I guess we'll just have to find out. So I just wanted to put that out there, let everybody know kind of where I'm at right now as far as the censorship is concerned. Let friends and family who just have no clue what's going on with any of it, what's going on, and how you may not be able to find me sooner or later here on the internet. But there you go, folks. And for the people that do communicate with me on Twitter and that do reach out to me on Twitter, or you're afraid that once I'm gone off Twitter you'll have no means of communicating with me, maybe try to figure out how to do that now before I'm banned. And folks, you'd be surprised how many people I talk to on Twitter. It would really, really surprise you. And I just don't want that ability to communicate to be ripped away. But at the same time, I'm going to stand up for free speech, and I'm going to do what I think I need to do as an American to promote my politics and what I think is best for this country in these important times. So, I'll be going live tonight, right here on my Twitter, which I don't normally do, but now because I'm banned from anything and everything else, and all my InfoWars accounts, and all my War Room accounts, because they're all banned, this is the last place I have to go. So I'm not going to play whack-a-mole with these people anymore. I'm just going to do it right here, and I'm just going to keep popping my head out of this hole, and if they want to ban me because I work for InfoWars, fine. If they want to ban me because I support Trump, fine. If they want to ban me because they don't like me, fine. But now you know what's going on. So, I will see you here tonight about 5 o'clock Central. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez is in town for South by Southwest. And I'm just going to go out in a MAGA hat, do my thing, have some fun, meet some new people, get some funny content, talk about some politics, and then call it a night. And I hope I'm still around tomorrow to talk about it. So, that does it for this broadcast. Now you know what's going on, and if you don't see me here tomorrow, you know why. So this is Owen Shroyer from Infowars.com. Free speech is under attack in America, ladies and gentlemen, and that is a fact.